Give me a big kiss. Hey everyone, I'm Chris.
And I'm Brock, and we are back with some major updates.
Some major updates on our life, our relationship,
Gallery exhibition on us, wedding
plans.
We'll get there. Whew, goodness. So, where do we start?
I know, where do we start? Let's talk about how the past 3 months have been kind of exhausting for us. We've been traveling a lot. And
a lot.
We also hit a milestone in our relationship, which is 7 years
7 years,
together.
yes,
Yeah.
7 years, so that's a big one. The 7-year itch is upon us.
I'm like itching all over. No, I'm just kidding.
So good.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know, I feel like actually lately, within the last few months, I think that we've reached like a new level of communication where, in the sense that I don't think that we really put up with each other's BS anymore, which I think is really good. I think we call each other out in a nice way.
But I also think it's like, I don't even know if we're calling each other out as much anymore because I think we're both being more accountable.
Well, we're being more accountable,
you know?
And I think we're communicating better. And so when we call each other out for things, it's more gentle, but we're also more understanding of what the other is saying, I think.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, I agree. And, you know, I think, like, as an example, like, a couple months ago, I think I hit, like, a personal moment, and...
You had a personal moment?
I had a personal moment.
You had a PM?
I had a PM. You know, and I think I communicated that to you about where I was work-wise and life-wise, and...
So, me and me.
Yeah, this broad. But I think we worked through it really well because you were very understanding, and I was vocalizing every step of the way of, I don't feel like I can do this today.
Yeah,
you know?
I think that you are much more communicative, but I also think that you have achieved this new level of perspective that you didn't used to have. Like, I think that you've become much better at seeing both sides of it. So
yeah,
when you were having kind of issues, you were also understanding how you having issues would affect me. Since we're never on the same schedule when we have issues, which I think is good. It's like being sick. Like, I would rather one of us be sick than both of us be sick.
Yeah.
So
and someone needs to be in the driver's seat at all times. So I think it's really good that we're able to jump into that seat whenever the person that needs to be in the passenger seat.
Yeah. I mean, we can't. Yeah, shotgun sometimes needs to take over.
Take over. Yeah. So that's kind of.
So other than that, some big news is: have you noticed how big these are getting? Honestly, though, they're bigger than my head now.
I've been working really hard, and so have you.
Yeah.
And that's another, like, I think life update is our lifestyle has been more balanced.
More balanced. Still pizza, but I think a lot more balanced.
Yeah. Going to the gym and doing Soul Cycle and even exercise whenever we can. Yeah.
I think that we've, for years, wanted to be a little bit more adult, be a little bit more regimented with our workout routine and kind of allow it to become part of our routine. And finally, I think that it's there. So we really want to share some of the updates there, some of our workout routines.
Yeah.
Let us know if that's something you're interested in seeing, or else we'll just not do it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would be fun to do a fitness video, just in general, just to try it.
Yeah,
but
just if you use like spandex clothes.
I think so. Yeah, just like headbands and like leg warmers. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Let's see. Other updates are, like you mentioned, which is really, really exciting, Queen's University in Northern Ireland in Belfast.
Yes, the Naughton Gallery is actually doing an exhibition on Yummertime.
Which is really cool.
Which is really exciting, and we're so honored, and it's something that we've been kind of working on behind the scenes for like months, like almost
6 months now?
Like 4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
And it will be happening in October.
Yeah. And it'll start on the 18th.
The day after Chris's birthday.
The day after my birthday.
So that's a big gift.
Yeah, it's really exciting. So if you're in the area, please stop by. We'll put as much information as we can in the description below, so you can check it out. And if not, there'll be stuff online for you to see.
Yeah, so we'll be there for the opening on the 18th, and then as well as a coffee shop. Like a coffee chat
on that Friday.
On that Friday morning. And we can link to that because I know that you have to RSVP.
Yeah.
And that's super exciting. And we'll have more
exciting.
details as we have them.
I know, I'm really excited. I think it's just it just feels really awesome to have someone kind of see what we've been putting out there for the past 4 years from a different point of view, you know, and an objective point of view.
I almost think that we're art.
I think that
but it's glad
your
to see.
art.
Oh, you're a masterpiece. Oh.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
yeah.
no, it's very exciting to be recognized in that way, and we couldn't be more honored.
I'm excited for it, so hopefully you'll be able to check it out. Anyways, and other updates. What else is going on with our life?
Chris has been taking vocal lessons. Sorry to put you on.
No. Oh my gosh, I was not ready for that. But yes, I have been for the past 2 months.
Gosh, you can't quote me, but I think this ties into like one of our very first videos where we talk about you wanting to like sing.
It is, yeah,
right?
actually, yeah, that was like...
Was it bucket list items or something?
I don't remember what it was, but I think it was bucket list items.
I think it was. I think we will fact check that, but I think that this ties in. For years, Chris has been saying he wanted vocal lessons, and...
I finally decided. No, I'm not gonna sing here right now. But you know what? It's not even just vocal from the standpoint of singing. It's also vocal from the standpoint of how I speak and how I enunciate and how I'm using. Well, not even like how I'm breathing while I'm talking or singing. How I'm using the different vocal muscles that I have. And I think one of my biggest problems was bridging the gap between going really low and really high.
And
there's a
bridge though.
I feel so embarrassed right now. But anyways, I mean, I'll have my pop star debut next year.
I know. It's gonna be great. We're gonna definitely have a Vegas residency, fingers crossed.
Oh my god.
Maybe you'll overlap with Gaga.
I mean, we might do a duet together, so it'd be really great. She'll be on piano, and I'll just be on the piano.
Did she say that you guys are gonna do a little duet together?
Yeah, it's actually at the end credits of A Star Is Born.
Oh, are you the star that's born?
I am the star that is actually born.
Oh goodness, so lots of great things going for you, star.
Yeah, so that's actually an update. What is an update for you? Brock has this,
my new facial
hair?
hair, which I am considering an experiment right now because I, as you know, or maybe don't know, grew a mustache earlier this year.
I mean, it was in some videos.
Yeah, it's been in some videos, it's been some content, but I've never tried to see what the rest of my facial hair would do, and I don't know if I'm sold on it, but it's kind of fun for now, and we'll see.
I like it.
It's like a little scraggly, it's like a little dirty.
I know. For the entire time that I've been with Brock, I have never actually really kissed him with facial hair until
and he still
now.
hasn't. Oh.
I should've. I like it.
All right. Oops. Oh gosh. Okay, well maybe we should like get into the big,
some big updates regarding
elephant in the room.
Our wedding.
So we've been engaged not once but twice now.
For about 8 months, 9 months. Yeah, 8 months.
8 months. Yeah.
And you know, it's really been hard for us because work has never been better for us, so we've been traveling a lot, and I think that that's been the hardest part for us in terms of wedding planning is setting a date, which really relies on a venue, and
we're setting the time. We're setting the time to like look for venues.
But that's it's like we haven't even had a chance to go see any venues, and I think I'm feeling the pressure of the clock ticking because in the month of October, we're not even gonna be.
We're pretty much gone for the entire.
We're not in United States at all. Like we're not even.
Like maybe 5 days max. Yeah. So that was kind of the time of year we're looking to have the wedding next year. So we really wanted to lock down a venue, like by this October.
Yeah.
And just really getting into where we're going to have the wedding and how many people and of course the date and is it going to be in Palm Springs? Is it going to be in San Francisco? And
I mean, honestly, I feel like the more and more you and I have talked about it, I think our minds are getting more open to any opportunity. Well, not even San Francisco. I mean, even then, I'm like still not even in love with the idea of it being.
Background. We thought like we're gonna have our dream wedding in Palm Springs in the fall. It's gonna be beautiful, black tie, like so classy. But we're saying that without having locked down a venue in Palm Springs, really having an exact idea of what we want there. So we had a very specific idea, and now I think we're, as you said, like opening it up a little bit and allowing ourselves to discover.
But so we still haven't even seen any venues, and this is I think the hardest part for me is like I'm like, especially with like Brock proposing to me, I've gotten more galvanized into thinking.
It's
my favorite word. Into thinking about like planning the wedding. Where I think when I proposed to Brock, it was kind of like, oh, like
he thought he was like pawning it off on me, like, oh, I proposed, so now you have to do all the wedding planning.
And now I'm like, well, we've already had 2 proposals. This is serious business.
Yeah.
Like, and I want us to have a very meaningful moment for when we actually do get married, and I think that the seriousness behind that is getting me stressed out because it's almost like we don't even have the time. No,
I'll take it back. I will do all the planning. I'll figure it out.
No.
I mean, last night on our to-do list was to start looking at venues online, but instead we made dinner. We didn't order in, so that was like big, and we watched Life is Beautiful for the first time.
I've seen it before. Brock hadn't seen it.
And I had no idea what it was about, and it's really beautiful and really sad, and like, I had no idea. I'm not gonna spoil it, but watch it. It's beautiful.
If you haven't seen it, it's definitely one of those like all-time classic movies that you should watch.
That's your stamp of approval?
Yeah. Well, that was like a stab. It's like a stamp too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I feel like in terms of our wedding, it's like we've said that we're going to be as open and chronicle the entire process, and I feel like I've made some ideas in my head of like what type of flowers we want and what type of this and that, but it's like so dependent on the venue.
Everything is dependent
on and it's like.
And the date.
I know. Will someone give us a venue, please?
Please give us a dream venue.
A castle, please.
Just give us a castle. First castle, you have my number. No, you don't, but call me.
Well, I mean, that's like interesting. We were considering that because it's part of the California State National Parks.
Well, that's what's important to us, is we're both California boys. We really want it to be kind of this iconic California moment. So whether that's along the coast, or San Francisco, or Santa Barbara, or Palm Springs, or something that's just like California.
Yeah. I mean, it just has to evoke everything about
Yummertime.
No, our relationship.
Yes. Well, our relationship is...
It's Yummertime, but I just... Even more, you know, like...
Yeah. Like Thomas should be involved maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, there's so many things.
I'd love to have little mini burgers at the end of the night, and
Chris was like wanting soup dumplings.
Soup dumplings in the beginning as an appetizer.
Dumpling burps, but I'm so down for that.
I think everyone should have a French 75 to start the reception.
Everyone that's 21 and over.
Everyone that's 21 and over can have a French 75, made probably with some
gin.
Good. I was gonna say, I can't decide which gin yet.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's another decision, just all these mini things, and so, I don't know, we're at a really exciting time.
Yeah.
So I think right now our options are endless, so it's just reining it in and...
Figuring it out.
Yeah.
So I guess this update is all about the fact that we're in a moment of figuring it out.
Needing updates. Oh my goodness, my nose is starting to run. Chris has also been like very sick, and I think that I'm starting to get sick.
Oh, you really?
Well, no, my nose just was running, so I don't know.
I mean, it's warm in here right now. I think that might be the
so it's just melting my mucus.
Here.
Gross.
I actually have been sick for the past like month. I think I got better 2 weeks into being sick, and then we were in LA for Labor Day, and we went pretty hard.
We celebrated.
Yeah, we
were very celebratory. I feel like that's also something worth talking about.
Shots. And then I got sick.
You really just fist bumped?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. That's enough. We already talked about these. You don't need to give them any more airtime.
No, like I like being, you know, like
fist bump.
Or it's like Soul Cycle, and then you.
All right. You're taking him like.
Oh, it's too much.
It's
Okay.
too much.
Well,
like,
Brock,
let's like take it back a few.
Let's just
take it back a few
Let's
steps.
remind ourselves of this moment when I was told what to do by Brock.
And let's remember this moment that you listened because it's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Okay. Well, I think we're like kind of.
We're meandering. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll find our way back. But I think that that's really all of our major updates and some less major updates.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna make any promises in this video because I think we're really good at making promises and breaking them.
Shh, you can't even say that. We make promises and we hold them.
Making promises on camera and then breaking them.
Yeah.
Like, you know, where's our next lookbook video?
It's coming
soon. But
we have a fall one that we're working on. Yeah.
But we can't make any promises.
We won't make any promises, but you know, we'll promise that we'll love you forever. There you go.
That's a promise. That is a promise.
There you go.
Especially if you are subscribed.
Oh, I love you even more.
All right. Well,
I think that handles it.
Yeah, thank you all for watching. I think that that's all of our updates. And if you
Yeah.
want more updates, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all the places.
We're
where we
all
update.
over there. Yep, we are. Anyways, thank you all for watching. We'll be back very soon. Love you all.
Love you. Why don't you give us a big flex?